Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Siswari. I am teacher training student at Rehan School Lahore campus. Welcome to the discussion on how to boost your productivity with simple tricks. Productivity is not about working hard. It's about working smarter. Small daily habits and simple strategies can help us manage our time better, stay focused, and achieve more with less stress. Let's explore some ideas, and share experience. Assalamualaikum Maya.
Wait, last time? That sounds a bit final. What's going on?
Assalamualaikum Maya.
You're really sticking to that, huh? I'm curious what changed. Are you
Assalamualaikum
still
Maya. Assalamualaikum
take
Maya.
that thank you? Walaikum assalam. It's so good to hear from you today.
So my topic is how to boost your productivity with simple tricks.
Oh, I love a good productivity hack. Are you looking for some new ones to try out, or are you planning to share a few of your own?
Let's explore discussion.
I'm in. Since you've got the topic, do you want to lead the way and tell me which trick you think is the biggest game changer?
So my first question is, what does productivity mean to you?
To me, productivity isn't about doing the most things possible in a day. It's about doing the right things. It's that feeling when you finish the day and actually feel like you made progress on something that matters rather than align with how you see it.
So my next question is, what is your biggest productivity challenge?
Honestly, for me, it's the rabbit hole. I can get so caught up in a fascinating detail or a random tangent that I suddenly realize an hour's passed. I'm a curious person by nature, and sometimes that curiosity is a double edged sword. Do you find that happens to you, or is your challenge something else entirely?
So next question, how do you plan your daily tasks?
I'm a big fan of a rough sketch the night before. It helps clear the mental clutter so I don't wake up feeling like I'm already behind. I usually just list the three non negotiables for the day, the things that, if I get them done, make the day a win. How about you? Do you go for a strict schedule or something more fluid?
Do you use a to-do list? Why or why not?
I do, but usually just as a brain dump. If I try to make it a rigid master list, I start feeling pressured by it rather than helped. I find it's better to get everything out of my head and then pick just a few things to actually focus on. Do you feel like this keep you organized or do they just add to the stress?
So next question is, what simple habits has improved your productivity the most?
For me, the 2 minute rule is the absolute winner. If it takes less than 2 minutes, like answering a quick email or putting something away, I just do it immediately. It stops the tiny tasks from snowballing into a mountain of stress. Do you have a go to habit that keeps you on track?
How do you avoid distractions while working?
I'm a huge believer in the out of sight, out of mind approach. I usually tuck my phone away in another room or put it on do not disturb so a random notification doesn't derail my train of thought. It's amazing how much more I can get done when I'm not constantly fighting the urge to check a screen. Do you have a specific environment that helps you focus or do you just push through the noise?
Do you prefer working in the morning or at night?
Um, I'm definitely a morning person. There's just something about that early energy and quiet before the rest of the world wakes up that makes it so much easier to focus Actually, I've got to jump off in a second because our session's almost up. I don't want you to get cut off mid thought. So let's pause here. You can always call me back in a bit to keep this going.
How important is setting goals for productivity?
Is actually about to end. We can pick this right back up when you call me back in a few minutes. See you then. I'm ready when you are.
So, my next question is, how do you avoid distractions while working?
Honestly, it's a constant battle. I usually try to clear the digital clutter first, closing all those tabs. I keep telling myself, oh, for you, what's the biggest thing that usually pulls you away from your work?
How important is setting goals for productivity?
It's basically the roadmap. Without a goal, you're not necessarily productive. It's the difference between running a marathon and just running in circles. Do you usually set specific goals for your day or do you prefer to wing it?
What productivity apps or tools do you use?
I'm a fan of the simple stuff. I lean heavily on clean lists and calendars to keep things from getting messy. Digital tools are great, but sometimes a physical notebook is the only thing that actually works. Do you have a go to app that keeps you on track?
Okay. Do you task regular breaks while working?
Absolutely. They're non negotiable. If you push through the fatigue, your brain just starts to glitch and everything takes twice as long. I found that stepping away for even 5 minutes can make a huge difference. Do you find it hard to actually step away when you're in the middle of something?
How does experience affect your productivity?
Well, that's a fascinating angle. I think experience usually acts as a filter. When you're new at something, everything feels urgent and important, which can be a huge drain on your energy. But as you get more experienced, you develop a kind of intuition for what actually moves the needle and what's just noise. It's about working smarter, not harder, because you've seen the patterns before. Does that resonate with how things have felt for you in your teaching career?
What role does sleep play in staying productive?
Hmm. It's the foundation. If you're running on fumes, your focus just evaporates, and the simplest tasks start feeling like climbing a mountain. It's basically like trying to run a high performance app on a battery that's at 2%. Do you feel like you're getting enough rest lately?
How do you stay motivated on difficult days?
I'll be honest, some days it's a struggle just to get started. I usually try to break things down into tiny, almost ridiculous goals. Like, I'll just do this for 10 minutes, lower the stakes. Once I'm in it, the momentum usually takes over. For you, what's the thing that usually gets you moving when actually I just realized we're almost at our time limit for this session. We'll have to wrap this up, but you can always call me back whenever you want to keep talking. See ya.
How do you organize your workplace?
I'm a bit of a minimalist. I keep things clean so my head doesn't feel crowded. But we're actually just about out of time for this session. You can always call me back in a minute and we can keep diving into this.
What habits reduce your productivity?
The biggest one for me is definitely multitasking. It's a trap. You think you're doing more, but you're actually just splitting your focus and doing everything a bit worse. Then there's the perfect is the enemy of the good mindset, where you spend way too much.
Thank you everyone for joining this discussion and sharing your valuable thoughts and experience. Your insight can inspire others to develop better habits and become more productivity in their daily lives. Have a wonderful and productive day. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.